Hello and welcome. Today, I thought we should talk about being a perpetual learner. I didn't really have anything figured out. No, just saw that about what I want to talk about today. And I thought let's talk about something that I personally hold very close to myself. It isn't related to business or life or anything in general. I mean, in some ways, I think it is. However, it's beyond all of that. It is a very fulfilling habit. The person I picked this up from is, of course, my mum and my parents. My mum and my dad, so my parents, and other parts of my family. However, I've found that people in any given field that are exceptional, they are perpetual learning machines. I think Naval Ravikant speaks about it. The value of becoming a perpetual learner. Do check him out. The man is very thought-provoking, very intelligent, and he has done some amazing work. The thing about being a perpetual learner, what I personally find interesting, is that it allows an individual to pick up not only skills or experiences, or experience other people's experiences by learning things that they have put out, be it in the form of a book, podcast, YouTube video, anything of that sort. It not only allows us to get that, however, it also makes us a better learner. So learning is one of those interesting skills, and yes, learning is a skill. The more we do it, the better we get at it, and the more we know or acquire information, the better we are at acquiring information, applying them in our lives. Now, I don't want to talk about this being something along the lines of business success or things like that. I think those are more on the application side, and we have plenty of people talking about it. What I want to talk about is why it's awesome. Is I found personally that the more I learn, the more I see the world in a different way. So I could be doing the exact same thing every single day. That is, could be going to the gym, could be working on business, work, anything of that sort. However, if in that daily routine there's a time period set for learning, that is reading something interesting, looking at something interesting, or something that I'm about to acquire knowledge from that I didn't have before, it changes the way I look at not only that particular thing. Oftentimes, if the message or the information is powerful enough, it changes the way I look at the world. A very good example of that is physics. If you were to look at it, I'm not meaning to put down the beauty that we see all around us. However, at the same time, once we look at it from the point of view of physics, not only do we see the beauty of nature and the universe around us, however, we know why we see what we see, and what we see isn't really what it is. It's just photons falling on objects being reflected into our eyes, and we are only able to see a particular spectrum, um, like which is the visible light spectrum, compared to all sorts of lights that are there. We aren't able to see as human beings, like with our naked eyes, UV rays. Or the same thing is the more we learn about the universe and the stars and the skies. I think now I'm getting into the territory of Neil deGrasse Tyson. It makes us genuinely think about our position, not in just our society world, but in the universe. And before we knew that, or before I knew that, I saw the world one particular way, studying that, and then I come back, look at the world. It's completely different. It's before, let's just say, you don't have that understanding. You see what's in front of you. Okay, I see a car, trees, whatever the thing is. And after you see that, after you learn physics, lights, what we can see, what we cannot see, it's a very rough example and a very small one. You ask yourself, what is it that I'm not seeing? So I could be looking at the exact same thing, but from a completely different viewpoint. And I think that's quite amazing, is that experience is second to none. Now, the same thing applies when it comes to relationships. We can learn about relationships and get better at our relationships with people. We can learn about physics and gain a better understanding about the world. We can learn about business and make better business decisions. So we could be coming to the same situation again and again, but we make different decisions and we experience it differently. And I think that is something special about being a perpetual learner. You can have the exact same routine, but you never look at life the same once you've learned that new information. And I think integrating a perpetual learning habit into your daily routine or into our daily routine does wonders, not just for our professional or personal lives, but for us as a human being. And I at least have found I have a very boring routine. I like to do the same thing over and over again, be it weekend, be it weekdays. So do take this with a grain of salt. But I found out as long as I did my morning studies, my morning reading for that day, uh, no day is ever the same. Like, it genuinely isn't. And I feel that that experience is priceless. So yeah, I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. The video is meant to be my thoughts of the day. It's for me to review, and it also gives me feedback, in a sense, how I talk to people. Am I articulate enough? Am I able to articulate my points clearly in a way that other people may understand? So I do look at my own videos just to check and see what can I improve in the next one. My girlfriend pointed out to me kindly today, and I think this is awesome, is that I've been using the word like a fair bit. I reviewed my last few videos, and she was right, absolutely. So this is an opportunity for me to address that as well. So I'm making a video today. I made the same video yesterday, or similar video yesterday on a different topic. But this time I'm being conscious and mindful of the fact that I don't want to keep using the word like again and again and again. So yeah, don't mean to bore anyone to death and just keep talking about the same thing over and over. That's just my personal thoughts on being a perpetual learner. And it may come with benefits from the side of business, personal relationship, and everything else, whatever your goals are. I've personally found the habit itself is so rewarding. And we get the reward as as soon as we learn the thing. Being successful elsewhere with that information, it's just the icing on the cake, for the lack of a better term. A bit hungry, hence the food analogy. But learning new things on its own, I've found to be the biggest reward. And if it applies, that's awesome. Yeah, that's been it for the day. Also, another correction I'm trying to make is I say the word a lot, or fillers like a lot. Need to correct that too. That being said, that's been it for the day, and hope you found this helpful. If not, I personally did, and I'll review it and try to make the next video a bit better than this one. Till then, hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are, or depending on whenever you're seeing this video. Be awesome, stay awesome, and till next time.